All right, everybody. So I'm going to make one last edit. I want to show you how to do this. It's actually a super cool little edit that you can add to your designs that will really create some depth into your design, and it's super simple. Okay, it's super simple to do, but it takes a little bit of process to kind of get to where we want. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to create like a little drop shadow here and here. So there's like, this is in front of these two pieces, but not that. Okay, so the way we do that is, so you see what I've gotten rid of here? Okay, so I've got this image. So I've got this picture here. Okay, and then I'm going to create a duplicate layer. And so I'm going to have this one copy too. I'm going to put that one underneath it. Okay, so now I've got this picture. And so then what I want to do is I'm going to add a drop shadow to it. And so now I add this drop shadow in. I'm going to move this over a little bit. So sometimes you've got to change the angle of this to see what happens here. So it's up to you what you end up doing. I always like to have it kind of this way a little bit. A little more. Okay, so there we go. And then I can change my distance if I want to, the size, the spread, the opacity. And so it's totally up to you what you end up doing for this. Okay, so now I've got it to the right part. So I've got multiply or normal. I think both of them are going to work pretty slick. And then I click OK. All right, so now here's the tricky part. So the next thing I've got to do is I'm going to rasterize the layer style. And what that's going to do is it's going to put all of these onto one layer. So I go rasterize layer styles, and now it goes directly into this layer here. Okay, so now what I have, I've got this picture. Now it's not going to show up because we've got, it's the same things right here. But here's what's going to happen. So let's do this. I'm going to hide this layer. Okay, and I'm going to grab my eraser tool. I'm going to make this bigger and then hardness at 0. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here. So what I'm trying to do is just clean this picture up just a little bit. Okay, now what I'm doing probably looks weird, but watch what happens when I put this back on. Alright, so you see what happened there? So I got rid of that part of that picture, but then I have this one over the top. And so now I've gotten rid of all of that. So let's go back a couple of steps here. Okay, and now I'm going to do that same thing again, but this top layer is still there. So I'm going to go in here and start deleting this. You see how I'm kind of cleaning this layer up right there? Okay, so I'm getting rid of that. And then I've got it right on this edge right there. I'm going to hold the shift key and draw a couple of times. Now as I'm holding that shift key, what that's doing is it's keeping it on that same line. And so now when you look at this, there's a shadow. There's a shadow right here, and there's a shadow right down here, and there's a shadow right back there, and even down here. Okay, now if I were to get rid of that, that shadow altogether, do you see the difference? So for some of you it might make a difference, for some of you it might not. But that's going to help you a ton if you decide to put this into your picture. So if you've got a banner going across, just follow these steps, and then that's how you would create that little extra shape on there to create a little better depth in your design. So I hope that helps, and maybe you can try that out with your design. So good luck.